Hello friends, you're watching India Today Tech, and in this video I'm going to unbox the Nokia 1. The phone comes at a price of Rs 5499 and you can buy it from offline stores and retailers. The price is very similar to that of Redmi 5A, but the major difference between the Nokia 1 and the Redmi 5A and many other phones is that it runs the stock Android interface. It comes with Android Oreo Go, which is a lighter version of the Android Oreo. The major specs of the phone are written on the right side. It has a 4.5-inch FWVGA display, 1 GB of RAM and 8 GB of storage, which is expandable via microSD card, a 5 megapixel camera in the rear and a 2 megapixel camera at the front. Okay, so let's quickly unbox the device and take a look at its build quality and the display quality as well. We have done a quick look of all the phones that were announced at MWC, so you may want to check out that video. So the phone is made purely out of plastic, and that would be the case as it has a budget price tag. Let's take a look at the other things in the box. First is the product information guide, and then there is a quick guide to set up the phone, a pair of earphones. Let's quickly take a look at the quality of these. So these are what you majorly get with budget Nokia phones. We have seen this on the Nokia 3. Gives you a microphone on the earphones, but there is no volume control or call end key on it. Next, there is a micro USB cable which is of very good quality, and there is a travel adapter as well with 1 ampere of output rating. Now the battery of the phone is also stored separately, which means that we can open a back cover and access the battery compartment. So here is the battery compartment of the phone, and as you can see, we can put 2 SIM cards here, and both will have micro SIM on it, but you'll have to remove the battery to put in the SIM cards. There's also a micro SD card slot which goes above the SIM one, so that is at least hot swappable. Now let's quickly turn on the device and take a look at the design of the smartphone. At the bottom you'll see that there is a micro USB port. The headphone jack is placed at the top. There is only one microphone on the device, and that is placed at the front bottom edge. At the right there is the volume rocker and the lock key, which are quite tactile and have a very good feedback. The speakers are placed at the bottom right corner, and the rear camera is accompanied by a single LED flash. Overall, the build quality of the phone is not that amazing, but you'll see that the ergonomic of the device is very good. That is because of 2 reasons. First, obviously because it has a very small display, 4.5-inch screen, which is quite small compared to the phones we are seeing in the market today. And then the phone has curved edges and a smooth rounded back, which gives a very good hold in the hand and grip also. But one thing I don't like is that it has very sharp corners at the front, and if you're holding it like this, you may feel the sharp edges on your palm. Okay, so we have set up the device, and the first thing you'll notice is that the display quality on the device is not that amazing. We have seen the Redmi 5A has a much vibrant display and it has 720p resolution, while the Nokia 1 has a much lower resolution display. Also, under the hood, the specs are not that powerful, but Nokia compensates that with a lighter and stock version of the Android Oreo. So the Oreo Go has its limitations. It's not the same as the Android Oreo, and you will see that many apps have their light version running on the phone. For example, the Google Chrome is not the same Google Chrome you get on phones, it's the lighter version. And the difference is that, for example, if you need to switch tabs, you cannot just swipe like this, you need to touch this button and click on the page that's already open. So you don't see that graphic implementation of tabs. You'll have to touch a button and go for switching between tabs. And not only Google Chrome, you'll see that for YouTube, Gmail and even the Maps app, you'll see that there are the Go variants of these particular applications. So you will find that there are some corners cut on the Go edition, but then it is done to save the bandwidth on the phone. It will require less memory so that it can run smoothly on lower end hardware as well. You'll see that the app launches are not that slow as you would expect on an entry level device like this. They are opening quite smoothly and they are opening quite fast. Even if you try to access recent apps menu, there are a lot of apps running in the background and still the phone is able to open any app you want with ease. As for the features, there is the Files app, then there is the Google Assistant which you find on most Android phones. The settings menu is laid out in a very similar fashion as the main Android version, which is very seamless and things are very easy to find on it. Let's take a look at the security patch level that the phone is running, and it has the January 2018 patch installed on it, which is quite recent. And this will be the main highlight of Nokia One. You'll get latest software on a device that doesn't cost a fortune. The display quality on the device is also not bad. The brightness, as you can see, is very good and it will work well in outdoor conditions as well. And let's also take a look at a YouTube video and how it appears on the Nokia One. The Nokia One has a 480p display, may feel a little inferior when it comes to color reproduction, but since it's a glossy panel, it does have good color production and the viewing angles are also very nice. Of course, there are a lot of bezels on the device, and you will see that since the phone doesn't use capacitive keys at the bottom, the inner bezels are also quite thick. So the phone doesn't offer a lot of screen for its size, but we'll be able to tell you in our full review how the experience is in a variety of lighting conditions. Also, you'll notice that the Nokia One attracts a lot of smudges. I haven't even used the phone for 10 minutes and the display is full of fingerprints. The rear camera on the Nokia One is also not very impressive. It's a 5 megapixel sensor, and I see that the autofocus struggles a lot to catch accurate focus. Most of the times you'll need to touch to refocus, and the photos taken by the Nokia One are not very impressive. Though we are not looking at a great camera at this price range, but you'll see that photos have a lot of noise and graininess in them. Also, if you take a look at the front camera on the device, it has autofocus and it is able to detect my face, and with the phone against light, it is still able to capture a photo of me with clear focus and light in the frame adjusted according to the environment. Here are some more selfies for your reference. So Nokia One is the cheapest phone from Nokia, and it is even cheaper than the Redmi 5A. But so far, we have neither liked it on paper nor in the real life. The phone doesn't have a very enticing build quality, neither does it give you a great feel in the hands. It does use stock Android interface, but we encountered lags on the device while using it for the very first time. Let us know in the comment section below what you think about the Nokia One. Also, stay tuned and subscribe to our channel, for we'll be putting up a lot of comparisons and review also of the Nokia One real soon. If you liked this video, hit the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.